Today we are going to discuss nutrition in animals. All animals, including human beings, need certain nutrients to stay alive and grow. Children, there are 5 steps. The various processes involved in nutrition in animals that take in solid food are as follows. First is ingestion. It means taking of food. It involves taking in the food through the mouth and eating it. Second is digestion. It is the breaking down of food into a simple soluble form with the help of digestive juices made in the body. Third is absorption. Absorption is the process by which the food in the soluble form passes into the body fluids such as blood. And next is assimilation. It is the process by which absorbed nutrients are utilized by the body. And then egestion. It is the process of elimination of undigested solid part of the food. And children, these 5 steps takes place and we call this holozoic nutrition. Okay. Generally, this nutrition takes place in all the animals, holozoic. Now I am going to tell you nutrition in different organisms. First, I am going to tell you about the unicellular one. Like amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium. Children, amoeba is irregular in shape. It takes with the food when it senses. It takes with the help of pseudopodia and form food vacuoles. And food vacuoles move in the body and it takes in digestive juices from the liquid. Digestion of food takes place. Then after digestion, absorbed food come out in the liquid. Okay. And then this absorbed food is assimilated and then waste food comes out through this vacuole. Same way in paramecium, it captures the food with the help of cilia. Okay, mouth-like structure is there. When cilia senses the food, it takes the food. Now in hydra, this is paramecium hydra. Tentacles are there. It captures the food with the help of tentacles. Okay, one hole is there, the food goes and digest, absorption, everything takes place and then egestion takes place through this mouth only. Now we are coming to the frog mouth parts of frog. A special tongue, a sticky tongue is there. It is free from the back and attached in the front. Okay. The frog uses its long sticky tongue to catch insect. Frogs have like its tongue is attached in front and free from the back, and it throw its tongue and stick the insect. Okay, they have well developed digestive system in which food is digested with the help of digestive juices. Now come in a spider. A spider traps the prey in the web. Okay. A web is a sticky web in which a small insect gets stuck. It then injects digestive juices. Into the body of insect, which digests the body part of the insect, and after that spider's food actually it takes place outside the spider's body. Digestion takes place outside the body. Okay, it is spit and digested, and then the food soluble liquid form, it sucks the digested food. And now I am telling you of mosquito. Mosquito, it is having long proboscis. It suck the blood it sucks the blood, and blood is, in our blood digested food is there, so they utilize this digested food. In flies, the same manner, like in spider, they throw the digestive juices on the food, and the food get digested, then they suck it. And in butterflies, they have proboscis, coiled proboscis, and this proboscis they insert in the flowers and they suck the nectar. This way these animals they take the food. Now children, we are going to discuss the human digestive system. Human digestive system is like it's a long tube, we call that alimentary canal. There are different parts of this alimentary canal. We also call it gut. First part is mouth. Then second is esophagus. Third is stomach. Fourth is small intestine. Large intestine. Rectum, and then anus. Okay, so digestion takes place in these parts, and these are the parts of alimentary canal. Some glands are associated, like first is salivary gland. Second, liver. Liver is the largest gland. We call it master gland also. Largest gland of our body. Third is pancreas. They secrete digestive juices along with this stomach and small intestine, lining of stomach and small intestine. They also secrete digestive juices. So our first digestion will start in the mouth. In human being, the digestion starts in mouth. Digestion in mouth. Children, mouth, there are three parts we have divided. First is salivary gland. When we senses the food, saliva comes in our mouth, and there are three pairs of salivary glands. They secrete a liquid. Three pairs. They secrete liquid, and we call that liquid saliva. First function of saliva is to convert starch into sugar. Second, it makes the food wet. And help in making bolus. Third thing, it mixes with the food and help in chewing, and that is called mastication. Of food. So basically these are the three important work of saliva. Now second is teeth. Function of teeth in mouth. Teeth are of two types in our lifetime. First is temporary. Second is permanent. Temporary teeth, they are 20 in numbers. They start coming by the age of 6 months, and then they start shedding 6 to 7 years, in 6-7 years. And permanent teeth, they are 32 in number, 16 in upper jaw, 16 in lower jaw. They are incisors, they are biting teeth. Canines, tearing teeth. premolars and molar, they are biting and chewing teeth. So children, teeth help in masticating the food and helping in chewing the food. After that, third is muscular organ, that is what? Tongue. Third is tongue. Tongue is muscular organ. It is responsible for taste. It gives 4 types of taste: sour, salty, sugar, and bitter taste. And other work of this tongue is it mixes the food with the saliva. So this in digestion in mouth, this way takes place with the help of tongue, teeth, and saliva. Now digestion in, after this partially digested food goes from mouth to esophagus. Second is esophagus. In esophagus, no digestion takes place. It is also called food pipe. No digestion takes place. It is only a passage. And here the food goes in this esophagus. The food passes from esophagus by peristaltic movement. What do we call this? Peristaltic movement. Although children, this peristaltic movement takes place throughout the intestine, this helps in pushing the food down. Sometimes we feel vomitish. Why? When these peristaltic movement take place in opposite direction. Okay. Now digestion in stomach. Digestion in stomach. Stomach is J-shaped, bean-shaped bag. Okay. It is made up of muscles. It can hold up 2 liters of food at a time. Food stays in the stomach from a few minutes to few hours depending upon the food we have eaten. The inner lining of this is stomach. The inner lining very thick. Okay. And they secrete mucus. They secrete what? I am going to tell you. Mucus. Inner lining of this, the wall of stomach secretes mucus, digestive juices. First mucus, second digestive juices. Third, hydrochloric acid. Okay. First I am going to tell you about hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, it makes the medium acidic in nature. The food changes in acidic medium, and then this digestive juices, they act on the food, and here the digestion of protein takes place. Digestion of protein takes place, and this mucus protects the inner lining of this stomach from HCl. Okay. And HCl kills the bacteria, and also second thing I told you, first it kills the bacteria present in the food, and second it makes the medium hydrochloric acid. Digestive juices, they help in digestion of protein, and mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the hydrochloric acid. Now digestion in small intestine. Complete digestion takes place in small intestine, children. As the food leaves our stomach, little by little it enters long white tube. We call that small intestine. The mucus in the small intestine mixed with food Okay, the digestive juices present in the small intestine mixes with the food. Okay, some juices are secreted by the cell of small intestine. Other comes from the juices come here in a small intestine, first from small intestine, second from liver. Okay, so these juices mix with the food, uh, and third also coming from the pancreas. So from three places the juices are coming, first from small intestine, liver and pancreas. Okay, liver secretes bile juice, and the bile help and this bile is stored in gallbladder. The bile breaks fat into, what is the function of bile juice? It breaks fat into the in food we take fat, so this bile breaks fat into tiny droplets that can be digested and absorbed more easily. The digestive juices uh, of an intestine, the small intestine, they act on these tiny droplets to form simple compound known as fatty acids. First, liver, this bile is going to convert fat into fat globules, and then small intestine juice convert that fat globules into fatty acids. Okay, and then pancreatic juice change starch into simple sugars. Starch into simple sugars. This way here complete digestion takes place. Uh, Starch into simple sugars, proteins into amino acids. I am writing down here clearly. As I told you, complete digestion takes place in a small intestine. Fat converts into fatty acids. Fat converts into fatty acids and glycerol. By first bile act on the fat, and after that small intestine juice. Second, proteins pancreatic juice convert proteins into amino acids, and starch into simple sugars. This way complete digestion takes place in a small intestine. Okay, so digestion is over in a small intestine. Now next step will come absorption.